So what you're looking at here is the custom arm swapped Marvel Legends Wolverine that I did a few months back on my channel. I did a video tutorial, like many. There's many videos out there. This is a great looking figure, but the one thing people were, I think, were a little upset about is that we got the long sleeves. And so using the Wolverine from the Deadpool Legacy series, you're able to achieve this look. Now, there's a product that I actually pre-ordered a few months back from this company. I'm going to mispronounce it most likely, called Manipple, and I'll link everything in the description below. But they're a company that makes a lot of 1/12 scale accessories. And what they made for this figure is actually a pair of custom arms, which allow you, if you're someone that's not DIY savvy, or if you don't want to break the bank on buying another figure, because Marvel Legends are already crazy expensive. So if you're someone that doesn't want to potentially destroy a figure, not doing, the swap that's too invasive, this is just the product for you. Now, I went out and bought another Deadpool Wolverine figure for this swap. This would normally be the figure to do the swap with, which, like I said, I'll link that video if you're interested in. But that was such an invasive thing to do, where this product is just two arms. You could pop them right in. It is available from a few different resources: AliExpress, 16kit.com. I'll link all that stuff in the description below if you guys are interested in picking this up. So this is the figure itself. We're going to crack this open in a moment. This is how the arms actually came, very simplistic and a little baggy. And this is the promotional photo that they were showing this off, which just looked so fantastic, and it lives up to the expectations. So what we're going to do now, crack this figure open and do the swap. Now, I am an impatient brute, so what I would recommend is to use a heat gun or a blow dryer to just heat up the joints ever so slightly to pop these arms off. I do not have the patience, so I just went sheer force and just popped the arm off. Did it come off successfully? Well, you could see here it does. With some force, it does come off. You can do it this way, but if you want to take a little bit more of a safe approach, you can heat up the area and pop the arm on. You will need that black area for the sleeve itself, so you want to pull that off as well. That gave me a little bit of resistance, but it pops right off. Once again, you can heat that up with a gun to loosen it up. Now, these are the arms here. So right off the bat, I was very, very impressed with the quality because of how much they were. The ratcheted joint in the actual shoulder is very stiff, which is a good thing. So it's not really loose or anything. I think the color tone looks great. It's a shade lighter than the stock, I should say, the Wolverine other arms that we used from the Legacy, but it doesn't impede on anything. The elbow joint movement is fantastic. It's great. It's smooth, and I think that the blue paint job on the gauntlet matches the gloves really well. So I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised for how much you paid for this, how great the quality is. So you just got to pop that black ring on, and then once again, you could heat this area up with a gun to make it a little loose, pop the arm in. Once again, sheer force, just pop that thing right in itself, and that's what it looks like halfway through, and it just looks phenomenal. And I just put the stock hand back on with the claws just to give you guys a little bit of, show how that looks. But the mobility is really great. Like I said, that elbow joint is nice and smooth, stiff but smooth in a good way. And then the actual ratchet joint in the shoulder is really tough. And that, I don't mean that in a bad way. It's really good. It's not loose. The other custom that I did is a little bit loose in the arms, but it still holds up. This feels stock, like this is how it should have been. And I just love everything about this. And so I'm really happy that I went this route. This company, once again, makes a lot of accessories for 12th scale figures, where if you want to modify existing things like that, so I'll link all those things in the description once again. But if you like this video, make sure to drop a like on this, guys, and please consider subscribing to the channel. Now, this is what the figure looks like complete, and it looks badass. It looks really awesome, and we're going to do a quick comparison next to the Frankenstein version that I did. Like I said, not too far off. Mine that I did myself is on the right-hand side, and then the one that I just did is on the left. And so I just think it looks really great. The gauntlets are at the right height on the forearm. I think the color tone looks great. Everything looks good. The length of the arms looks, I think, better on the new one. I think a little more beefier, bulkier. I've seen people do customizing with other things. And I also used metal claws on mine. You don't have to go that route, just because I was trying to make the best version possible at the time. Now, here to wrap up the video, this is what both figures look like side by side. The Frankenstein version that I made a few months back is on the left-hand side, and the new one is on the right-hand side. Once again, the length of the arms are pretty much identical. You could see that the shading on the arms is about one level difference, not too bad at all. A notable thing is the gauntlet sits correct on the new version, where on the older version, I should say, or the Frankenstein I'm calling it, I really had to modify that one a lot. I actually had to use a Dremel and shave down the forearms, you can see here in this photo, to try to get them thin, to get the gauntlets high up on the arm as possible, and I was still unsuccessful in doing that. Once again, I think that for the value, you know, if you pick this figure up at retail, like 25 bucks, you're going to invest another $16, $17 to really get this look. So you don't have to destroy another figure to really go all out. So this is something that I think is definitely a must-have for anyone who's not a DIY, or even if you are a DIY. This just looks more accurate and looks better, honestly. But let me know what your thoughts are below. I'll drop the links for everything. If you want to pick up a set of arms yourselves, drop a like on this video. Please consider subscribing to the channel. As always, I hope you enjoy this video and much more to come. But until then, this is Mr. Mom Collectibles saying take care. See you guys in the next video.